Hi guys, one of the first rules in politics is not to insult the electorate, but callers like this make it very difficult to stick to that rule. So Matt Frei from LBC spoke to a lady who claims that she will vote Tory at the next general election, but in a negative way. Matt asked her to clarify this, and she said that she will vote to keep Labour out of power. Now Matt pushed her on what she has got against Labour, and a word salad was spewed across the phone. Have a listen to this.
It's just such a two-horse race. You might want to vote. You might not want Conservative anymore, but you wouldn't dare waste your vote on the Greens or the Liberals, and of course with Conservative people, with the people who are very staunch Labour, you do get a lot of when they're socialist types. With your Tories, you're awful people because you vote Tory.
So will you? Sorry to interrupt, Jane. Will you still vote Tory at the next election then?
I will, but very negatively.
What does that mean? Holding your nose?
I'm not with my whole heart in it.
Right.
I'm only voting. It's a vote that I don't vote that we don't get a Labour government.
What are you afraid of with the Labour government?
Just the past,
What do you mean the past?
Well, if sort of if Jeremy Corbyn type, very socialist.
Yeah, but he's not standing, Jeremy Corbyn. His. I mean, the beef of the Corbynistas in the Labour Party is that their politics, their policies, their ideas have been completely stamped on by Keir Starmer.
Yes, I know, but once Labour get back in, they might climb back up. But it's not just
once a red, always a red, Jane. That's what you think.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Okay, I would love to know Jane's definition of a socialist. That would be interesting to hear. Anyway, let's get to this call. So at the beginning, she mentioned how the staunch Labour types criticise Conservative voters and describe them as awful people. Well, how else do we describe people who support policies such as putting refugees in a floating prison? Support a policy like Brexit, which is putting up trade barriers with Britain's nearest neighbours in order to keep a few racists and bigots happy? How else do you describe people who support a policy that ensures that hungry children remain hungry? That imposed austerity, which cost the lives of up to 300,000 people? And that's just a few of the policies. So how else do you describe people who continue to support those policies? Then she was asked about what she's afraid of when it comes to a Labour government, and she mentioned the past, and then she mentioned Jeremy Corbyn. Now, Jeremy Corbyn was never Prime Minister. Jeremy Corbyn never formed a government, so I don't know how she's afraid of a Jeremy Corbyn government. But if she's afraid of the past, then she must be afraid of lower NHS waiting lists when Labour were in power, fewer food banks when Labour were in power, and a whole range of other benefits to the British people. So I'm not sure what past she's afraid of. And then finally, it seems the shadow of Jeremy Corbyn has remained over the Labour Party, and it probably will remain over the Labour Party forever, because you have people like this who probably get most of their information either from Facebook, the Daily Express, the Sun, or the Daily Mail. And now you have Boris Johnson writing for the Daily Mail. God forbid. So these people have been brainwashed into thinking that Keir Starmer is a socialist, and at the end, well, they just want to climb back in. So maybe this Labour government has Jeremy Corbyn within a Trojan horse. Let's get into government and then we can sneak Jeremy Corbyn back in again. He'll be, I don't know, what is going through these people's minds? Is it that Keir Starmer will become Prime Minister, and then as soon as he's in, he'll step aside and say, "Welcome back, Jeremy. Now I've just warmed the seat for you. Now you can be our socialist Prime Minister and lead us to a communist revolution." What else do we have to say about this? Once again, we're not supposed to insult the electorate, but it's difficult. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.